Hello adventurers, I'm Gray, and welcome to a very special Minecraft map, this time in Bedrock edition of Minecraft, and that's because there's a special map there available for free if you all want to check it out for the 10th anniversary of Minecraft. That's right, it's been 10 years since Minecraft has been released, or at least specifically it will be on May 17th in a couple of days from now. So if you're anything like me, this makes you feel a little bit old. I've been playing this game since I was a child, since elementary school, since I was really young. And now I'm about to move on to graduate school to become a doctor, so it's been a long time. And I just want to take a look back at my history playing the game, at some nostalgia trips with Minecraft and tell my own personal stories with the game, and kind of go on little rants about my best memories of it as we explore this map. This map is very large. I checked it out before. There's a lot of detail to it, but I think it would be a fun time to just explore, to ramble on a little bit, so warning, this video will be quite rambly, but that's okay. I'll try not to make this video too long, otherwise it'll get annoying. I changed the map settings a bit so I can be in creative mode, because otherwise it takes forever to navigate the map and we likely won't see everything. So this should make it a lot easier to record. So we look at here, this is the history of Minecraft. We're going on a nostalgia ride on the golden minecart. June 30th, 2010. This is the Halloween update when they added the Nether portal. And let me see, I can tell you exactly when I started playing. And I think it's during this, the beta adventure update. Because I did check when my Minecraft account was created, and it was March 12th, 2011. That's when I first started playing this game, back in beta 1.3. Now, Redstone and horses, I remember my first YouTube video that I had on my old channel was about the snapshot that added horses and carpets. And that was my first Minecraft video and my first YouTube video ever made, other than the channel trailer I had on my old channel. Exploration update, this is when they added woodland mansions and things like that. And finally we have, oh not finally, this is World of Color, this was an underwhelming update. And then finally we have Update Aquatic, or the Aquatic update. And then Village and Pillage just released, but it's not in this map yet, since I assume this map was made before that was fully released. Alrighty, so that's a little trip through when I started playing the game. It was quite a while ago, and I have good memories of that, which I'll talk about pretty soon. For now, let's take a look at the map of this place. As you can tell, it's very large, shaped like a hexagon. And we have a little vault here. The vault. Welcome to the vault. Here you'll find every block in Minecraft, safely under lock and key. Not really, it's much more high-tech than that. The vault uses a super secret 6-digit code which you'll never guess. Now, what was it again? Having looked after Minecraft's blocks since day one, I'm getting awfully forgetful. I really should write it down somewhere. He says, as they're right here, 170509. So let's just do this real quick. 170509. And there's a really creative way they did the redstone here, because they made me have to go from left to right each time, and that gives the signal time to go through. And this is a less detailed map, but more broad scope map of the entire place, where it shows that there's the mob gardens, the vault which we're at now, biome domes, the Museum of Redstone, and the Academy. I have explored all these except the Academy, so I'm going to show you what they're about just real quick. Basically, this map is a museum of the entirety of Minecraft's history and everything about the game. There's so much detail here, so if you're a fan of Minecraft, like this map is made for you. Let me open up this here. So you can see this is the endstone block. This book here goes into many different details about the endstone block, what it's about, what's it for, all that type of stuff. And they have these for every single block in the game. And not only that, but each section of this map here is dedicated to another section, to another part of the game. For example, Mob Gardens has the same thing, but instead of blocks, it's about all the creatures. Redstone shows all sorts of redstone contraptions. Biome Dome shows the different biomes of the game, when they were introduced, what they're all about. I don't know about the Academy yet though, so that one I'm finding to be quite interesting. Along with that, this map is full of all sorts of puzzles to solve in order to unlock each section, kind of like how this vault had that code puzzle that was really easy. And there's also all sorts of Easter eggs and hidden secrets for you to find if you're willing to put in the effort to explore. Of course, I have creative mode on right now, so it's a little bit cheaty. I can just bust through and take a look at everything I want to, basically. But if I didn't have this, you're supposed to be in adventure mode, and you can wander around and explore, and spend a ton of time on this map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explore the 4 edges of the map, and show you what they're about, while telling my own little Minecraft story in each section. And I'm also going to solve these puzzles here. So this one's for the mob gardens. Headed to the mob gardens, you'll need to solve the riddle of the eggs first. 3 of these eggs contain levers, which open the gate to the mob gardens. It's up to you to find out which. Here are some clues. Play a jingle and I'll flap and wriggle. But don't feed me chocolate. For my kind, it's toxic. Roses are red, violets are blue. Give me a hug and I'll hug you back. Boom! They travel in hauntings and are most certainly daunting. These tall chaps will disappear in a snap. As you can tell, these are describing different mobs, and I think they're pretty easy to figure out. The first one is Parrots, because parrots were originally added to the game and you could feed them cocoa beans. However, they had to quickly change that because there was lots of outcry, because parents were afraid that they would teach kids that it was alright to feed birds chocolate, and chocolate's actually toxic to birds, very bad for them. So they changed it so that you feed them seeds instead and not cocoa beans. Roses are red, violets are blue. It explodes, so that's a creeper. And this one teleports, and they're tall. They're definitely Enderman. And these around here are shaped to look like mob eggs. So this one should be pretty obvious. This is the creeper. So if we go over here, we can fly up the ladder. And there's a lever in here. I know lever is the British way of pronouncing lever, but I actually prefer it. I think it sounds more sophisticated, I would say. More fun to say. I prefer it. Next is Enderman. Enderman should be pretty simple. It's just black in some way, and I can fly to get a better view. So, Enderman should be black and purple, I believe. Is this one Enderman right here? It looks mostly just black, but this one, yeah, it's Enderman. There we go. I was so confident I flipped it twice. And I know what a parrot egg looks like. It's very colorful. I think it's like green and red. Something like that. That one's sort of green and red. It's this one though. It's this one over here. Because it's green but with red dots. It's kind of like a creeper if a creeper had red dots and was bright green. So nothing like a creeper at all. Pretty simple. I am cheating, but I don't want to take forever solving these riddles. And as we enter the mob gardens, I suppose I'll start off with my first Minecraft world. Now at the time when I first started playing Minecraft, I was really into Pokemon, and I still am. So I'm going to get Sword and Shield this year, but going back to the point, my first Minecraft world was named Sinnoh Region. And that's because my favorite Minecraft version has always been Gen 4. That's my favorite generation, and my favorite... this is my favorite Minecraft version? My favorite Pokemon generation has been Gen 4. And my favorite game is Pokemon Platinum, though Pokemon Pearl is technically my favorite, I guess, because I have the most nostalgia with it. But Pokemon Platinum is just Pearl, but better. So I'm gonna go with Pokemon Platinum, with Giratina and that whole thing. It was such a great time, and I still play basically every Pokemon game. The only one I've really skipped is X and Y, just because I didn't have a 3DS, and I didn't feel the need to get it just to play that game. So this is like the block area, but in this case, it's with mobs. And just similar to the block types, there's descriptions of all the different mobs, what they drop, along with their history and things like that, and what they do. I don't think it has the history of all of them, it just has what they're all about. Can I punch these guys? Nope. They're like giants. I don't know how they... Actually, I'm guessing you did this through armor stands. Because that's how a lot of things are done in Minecraft nowadays. You just attach like big versions of these mobs to armor stands. I don't know. I like how this thing's in a tiny pool of water just on top of it. Can I make the water pour out? I can. I'm abusing my privileges. But let's take a quick tour of all these mobs from above. Alright, so back into my old Minecraft worlds. I still have all these worlds saved. I have a folder on my computer, one of my favorite folders I have, called Minecraft Memories. And it is a backup of my very first Minecraft save file with all the worlds on it still. And basically on my first Minecraft worlds, I was all about... What is this thing? What is this? Is this a pufferfish? Oh. Man, when you blow up a pufferfish, the eyes are huge. Anyway, in my first Minecraft worlds, I would do the similar thing of just creating something with a unique landscape. Like keep on trying to make worlds until it has something cool, like a cool landmass, like a mountain that overhangs or something like that. And then I would build sky bases basically, like bridges connecting mountains and things hanging off the mountains. And I just try to make something cool off the land. And that's basically what I've constantly did when I first created my worlds. Sinnoh World, though, my original world, or Sinnoh region. Oh, that's a big ghast. My original region was just a regular Minecraft world. However, I'm still really proud of it, because my first house on that world was a cobblestone house. It wasn't wood, it wasn't dirt. I actually knew how to make a cobblestone house when I first started out, and for those who are inexperienced in Minecraft, that's a little bit strange for someone who's first playing the game. However, I had actually been watching people play the game for quite a long time. I had watched the Yogscast play it. They were my first Minecraft YouTubers I watched, and to this day, their Shadow of Israfel series is my favorite YouTube series of all time. Like, no, hands down, so much nostalgia in that. If you've watched it as a kid, you would understand why. It's not perfect, it's not finished, and it never will be, probably, which I'm very sad about. But it's still fantastic in my eyes, and I'm so glad that I grew up watching that. But from watching their Minecraft Let's Play, I kind of knew how to play the game, basically, how to make pickaxes, how to dig through stone, how to proceed. And along with that, I didn't own my own Minecraft account until, as I said, May 12, 2013, but I'd been playing Minecraft for quite a while before that. I'd actually been playing the game on Tristan's account for quite a long time since he found the game, and I'll get into that story in a moment. But I'd also played on the Minecraft Classic version when it was on the website for free, and that was basically everyone getting on a giant server, and all you could do was dig and build. Though that didn't really teach me how to survive, so that's sort of irrelevant, but it's just to let you know I've been playing Minecraft for a long time. And I think it's about time to move on to the next section. Next is the Biome Domes, which is a showcase of all the biomes, and I have a book with a riddle. This is the hint book, and it's fairly simple to understand. You see there's an arrow at the bottom left? That's where you begin. And you go up from there, and as you can see in front of us, there's sets of 4 things to jump on. But if I jump on anything other than the correct one, I fall. And it says try again. This was really annoying in survival mode because you actually lose health and it takes forever to recover, so you can actually die, and then you have to go in that minecart ride at the start all over again. So I'm happy I set it to creative mode this time. But as you can probably tell, it's pretty simple. You just follow the guide here. Go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Was it this way? I don't even remember. And then some of them you have to go diagonal. Oh, sorry. Diagonal. To be honest, I don't really care to go through all of these right now because it's a fairly simple thing. So I'm just going to cut straight through, and we're going to see what there is up in the mob gardens. But as I go there, I think I should move on to the story of how I first started Minecraft. How we found the game. And this is an interesting story, which I talked about already on my old channel on Grayscale, because one of my videos was my 1000th video on that channel, which I did that channel for 5 years, by the way. This is my 6th year of YouTube. But on that channel, I released a video talking about my Minecraft history and how the game changed my life, though I went to a much more brief video about how the game changed my life on this channel. But if you've watched that one, you'd understand when I started Minecraft, how I started, how we found it, but I'll go over it again here. First of all, there's a little quest here. This is an example of quests you can find on this map. This one requires us to find flowers. I don't really care to do this right now, so I'm not going to. But I'm still going to talk about my Minecraft memories and stuff. So, originally, we didn't know about Minecraft right away when it was made. And to be fair, most people didn't. It wasn't popular and an instant hit right away. It took a little while to grow. So when I first started finding Minecraft there's a weird sequence of events, basically. When I was really young, elementary school, middle school, though really elementary, primary school, we played a lot of online games. By we, I mean me and my school friends, including Tristan, Andrew, Zach, basically anyone that was at my school who knew each other. We'd just play games together, flash games online on things like Congregate and Not Doppler and Armor games. You know the types of sites they are, but primitive internet stuff. And they were a ton of fun. I loved playing those types of games. However, we were finding some more advanced games from these websites. For example, on notdoppler.com, which is a flash game website that adds new games every Thursday. I'm not sure if they still do it. It's been a long time. I think the site's still up, by the way, now that I think about it. But there's a game on there called Dust, or Powder Game. And that was a really fun flash game that revolved around using different elements in the forms of powders. It was very simple. It was like very low detail, very primitive graphics. But it had powders and different things like that, particle effects, that you can spawn in the game just by clicking, and they interact with each other. For example, you could spawn in water and lava, and they would interact and form stone. And there would be all sorts of elemental reactions like this that were really cool. Like, I loved all these interactions and seeing how different elements worked with each other. It was like my first experience with a sandbox type game. And along with that, the game even had playable characters. Oh, look, a little shipwreck. Ocean. For example, you could add 2 playable characters, which are like stick figures, that you could control, one with WASD and one of the arrow keys. And you could even fight with them. There's like a attack button with all of them. And you could spawn in fighters, which are basically enemies that attack you. So you could create whole maps on that game with elemental reactions and all sorts of stuff, and then spawn in your characters and fight enemies. It was actually quite detailed for a Flash game, and it was really cool. And you could also download maps that people made online, so it was almost like primitive Minecraft in a way, since people made all sorts of cool maps on there. Anyway, Tristan and I played that game quite a bit, one of us on WASD and one of us on arrow keys. And so, one time when we were on that site, there was an advertisement. And on that ad, it was a game, not Minecraft, if you were thinking it was Minecraft. This was quite early on. I'm not quite sure what it was. I think it might have been 2010 or something like that. But it had another game similar to Minecraft, which was Roblox. And I'm sure you've heard of Roblox. It's been pretty big on YouTube recently for some reason. It's been having like a resurgence. But Roblox is a sort of made-for-kids game revolving around mini-games. So basically, it's one big game, but people make the levels and the game in it. How do I best describe this? For example, you can make a game mode where you log in, and it's a sequence of survivals. So you could have natural disasters happen. For example, the map could shake, and then you would get destroyed or killed by falling blocks, or a flood could happen and water would kill you, and your goal would be to survive by exploring the map and finding the right place to go. Or you could have a role-play game where you could go into a school and role-play as different teachers or students and stuff like that. It was basically user-generated games. And that might remind you of Minecraft. It was a very similar kind of experience in that users would make the levels, and that's how you got most of the fun out of it. But it was also a very different type of feel. It was a very different feeling. However, playing Roblox, we found a game, and by we, I mean me and Tristan. Me and Tristan were the ones who played this the most. We found a game about mining on there. It was a game mode where you would mine up blocks, you'd go deeper and deeper, you'd mine ores, and then you'd get money for it. And then with that money, you'd upgrade your pickaxes and stuff in order to mine deeper, better ores, mine faster. It was an upgrade-based game, and we enjoyed that game a lot. And I recall Tristan told me that he wanted to find that game again because we didn't recall the name of it and we never favorited it. So Tristan was looking up on Google. He was looking up mining block game, something like that. And you can guess where this leads to. This immediately led to the first Google result being Minecraft. And Tristan was wondering what that was because it seemed interesting. It was a new game that most people hadn't heard of at the time. And it seemed like it was really similar to that mining game that we loved playing, but more advanced. It had more to it. So he figured we might as well try it out. So Tristan bought himself a Minecraft account and proceeded to let me use his account. And that's basically how we got started with the game. There are a weird convoluted sequence of events, starting with me getting a computer. We played Flash games, both at home and on the school computers. We found an advertisement in one of those Flash games for Roblox. We found a mining game within Roblox, and then we looked up that mining game on Google to find Minecraft. And I used his account for I think 1 or 2 years before I got my own Minecraft account, which was Holzman at the time, but I've changed it now to Graytale, I believe. Though this is the Bedrock version, so it's still Holzman on... No, actually, I think it's Grayscale JH on here, which those are my initials, JH. Don't try to figure out the H. My first name's Jonathan. I'll go ahead and let you know that. I've been pretty clear on that. But I've been playing it ever since, and I still recall the first worlds we had on Tristan's computer too, because I used to play the game mostly at Tristan's house. I would go over basically every week and create worlds on there and play it. And I still recall we had a giant treehouse on one of our servers, on one of our first worlds. And that was back when fire would spread like madness. So basically, Sometime the forest caught on fire. I don't know how. It might have been lightning or something. And then the whole place burned down. It was a giant wildfire. It was like California all over again. It was so much fire. Our house burned down. Everything burned down. And it was a great memory. Oh man, those were the good days. Man, I miss the days of primitive Minecraft where things were really simple. At the same time, there's a lot more to do now, so I do appreciate what we have. And that's my story of how I got into Minecraft. And also, that's the biome domes. I don't want this video to take forever, by the way. I know it's already been like 20 minutes, so I'm going to speed up a little bit with the future stories. That's the longest one. We're going to move on to the redstone area. Actually, I don't think I showed you all the biomes yet, so just so you can get a quick look. There's the Mushroom Island. Here is the... Wait, is this the Ocean Temple? What's this one here? Oh, that's the Cold Ocean. Oh, so it's really going into all the different biomes here. This is, once again, this is the Savannah, I believe. Or is this, oh, it's the Mesa, right? Badlands Plateau. Man, this gets pretty specific. I don't even know all these biomes. This is Desert. Is this Savannah? Or is this Mesa? Wooded Badlands. What is this? What are these biomes? I feel like the names have changed since I remember. This is Savannah. Definitely. Yeah, there we go. And there should be a little bit more around here, I believe. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the sides of these maps are filled with Minecraft splash screens related to the different section we're at. So this one is filled with splash screens related to biomes or regions. At least I think it is. Actually, no. No, these are just general splash screens. Actually, I thought they were about the area we're at, but I think these are just general splash screens, that's pretty cool. Follow the train, CJ. And there's also these little golden apple puzzles over at the edges of the corners of the map, I should say. If you look at the map, they're at the corners of the hexagon. And these have little parkour puzzles inside, which I could do, but they take quite a while to do. You can do them on your own, and there's a little reward at the top if you do them. So if you download this map, I'd recommend checking these out. They're a pretty cool little Easter egg. That's nice. And there's a sword in this hole. The redstone section is fairly simple to understand. You can see this row of lights right here. When I flick this lever, the light turns on. And that means that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 levers scattered around this area. I can quickly fly and turn them on. Basically, all of these are like power units. Turn them on, and it should open the gate. As I flip these conduits, I might as well talk about my Minecraft online history, my server history. My experiences playing on online Minecraft servers. And the first server I can really remember playing on, I'm sure it's not the first one I was on, but the first one I can really remember was a small server called Honey MC, or Honeycraft. And I was on this server with Tristan. I distinctly remember, it was just me and Tristan. Those were the only real-life friends I know who played on this server a lot. And we got quite involved in this little community. This was back when Minecraft servers were small, and there weren't like the giant servers we have today for the most part. There are basically small, close-knit communities of people who just basically all knew each other on the server. So Tristan and I, we knew quite a few people on there. I distinctly remember there was a guy named Jlang, J-L-A-N-G, that was his username, who was really cool and really nice to us, and we had a little community that we would play on. Like, that server had all sorts of survival game modes on there, and they included things like the planetoids, I think it's called, where you have different planets of blocks with rare minerals inside. There's Sky Grid, where there's ores and blocks scattered throughout the sky in a grid formation. There's Sky Block, of course, and I remember Jlang, Tristan, and I had our own little Sky Block that we formed. We had like shops in there and stuff. It was really cool, and it was such a great experience, man. I need to get into a small server community and whenever Hytale comes out too. Let me read this real quick. Welcome to the Museum of Redstone. Here we have all sorts of marvelous mechanisms, from the super simple to the devilishly difficult. Unfortunately, the museum hasn't been well looked after, and we need your help to bring the power back on. Fix all 16 of our redstone machines to light up the redstone dust lamp and claim your reward. The first machines may seem easy to fix, but the further from the dust lamp, the harder they get. Alright. So, we need to fix these machines. How do we do that? I'm not quite sure, but to be honest, I don't really feel like it right now, so I'm probably not going to. Heck, oh, actually, this is the thing we need. You know what? I'm not going to spoil your reward. You guys do this. You guys figure out the reward. The map is free. You can do it. Anyway, like I said, we were on Honey MC. We had our whole community there, and it was a ton of fun. Like, I remember it had mini games on there, like Spleef, and it might have had Hunger Games. I don't quite remember. Oh man, look at this! It's the little sheep place with Redstone. Redstone Grove. The magical trees of Redstone Grove sway and blow in the voltaic breeze. Alas, the sheep that there did graze, did they absorb too many electrical rays? These are Jeb sheep. Easter egg sheep. Jeb. Other than this one's a normal sheep. Alright. Good times. And I remember a specific memory on that server. There was a faction survival, which was basically mandatory to have on every server back at the time. And the faction survival server there, once again, it was me, Tristan, and Jaylang. We might have had someone else too in our faction, I don't know. I remember we had a jungle house where we were just rich. We were full of diamonds and stuff like that. And the way we got those diamonds is so funny. Like, that server, as I said, has a Spleef section where you could participate in Spleef, the classic Minecraft sport where you dig snow under your enemies and make them fall to win. And you would get rewards for winning of diamonds. So we would participate in the Spleef. We would sometimes win, but they don't give you that much for winning. However, I recall that the Spleef arena was in the faction server itself. Like, it was a part of the world, a natural part. And a part of that Spleef arena, since it was in the natural world, went into a deep, I think it was either ocean or a lake or some sort of river, like water. And at the bottom of the water, like normally that section was protected by a faction, and it was the faction of the owner of the server, which was Anti47K, A-N-T-T-Y. It's either 47K or 49K, that's not really important. He was a cool guy too, by the way. But I distinctly remembered that beneath the water, down at the corner of the Spleef arena, it wasn't protected properly. They missed that spot. And so Tristan and I found this out, and we dug through the bottom of the Spleef arena, and we made it inside. And normally when you lose Spleef, it teleports you out, or when you fall in the water, it teleports you out of the arena. However, that's only if you touch the surface of the water. The water pool at the bottom of the Spleef arena was quite big, quite deep. So we could enter from the bottom of the arena and just hang out at the pool beneath the Spleef arena. And there were just diamonds everywhere down there from people who missed it whenever they won or didn't pick them up and stuff like that. And we would get so rich off of that. And I remember we had so many diamond blocks in our base, they were everywhere. And people were constantly trying to raid us and steal them, but we were protecting it. And that was so much fun. Aw, man. And they eventually fixed that whole faction thing. They fixed the hole and they claimed that land. But I don't think they ever found out that we were the ones who broke in there and got those diamonds. It was like a heist. It was like Payday 2. Man, that's a great memory. And beyond that, I also, of course, started going on public servers, big ones like Hive MC, it's Jerry and Harry's server, of course the Hypixel server is the big one, and that was a whole lot of fun too, but those small servers are a completely different experience, and I'd recommend getting involved in a community like that too if you have the chance. Let's go check out the last place, the Academy now. This is the one puzzle I haven't solved before, because I didn't have time to whenever I was checking out the map earlier, or at least I didn't try earlier. So let's read this. On your way to the Academy, first you'll need to solve these 2 galactic riddles. You can press a button to get a better view. When you think you've worked it out, head to the giant enchanting table and pull the levers above the 2 correct items. Hint, you might find the galactic guide useful in your translations. And the galactic guide is right here, the code translator. Ooh, okay. These are the symbols that appear when you enchant stuff in Minecraft. And you can actually translate those, however, they don't actually mean anything useful in enchanting, so don't try and think that it'll help you figure out what the enchantments are. Do I have to translate this whole thing? Alright. I could probably do this off camera because it would take a moment. I believe I figured it out. Okay, so I've translated both sides. The left page of the book says I have a spine, front, and back, but bones and teeth are what I lack. And the right one says, on me you can write your name, but first craft me with 3 sugarcane. So the left one saying I have a spine, front, and back, but bones or teeth are what I lack, that one's pretty simple. What has a spine, front, and back, but no other body parts? That would be a book, of course, because books have spines, they have fronts, and they have backs for the covers. For the other one, on me you can write your name, but first craft me with 3 sugarcane. There's only one thing crafted with 3 sugarcane, and that is paper. So it is a book, and it is paper. And those seem to be fairly obvious, honestly, considering how this is a library. But still, I wanted to solve the puzzle legitimately. There we go, galactic alphabet solved. Now is there a way in? What was the way in that it unlocked? It said it would open the way, right? Or maybe it's just up here. Where would it have opened it? It's this way. Alright. And now we have a little entryway, and we can go into the academy, the one section I haven't checked out. And I'll make the story that I'll tell here fairly brief, I believe. But first of all, I want to see what this academy has to offer. So you can enter these different rooms. Pull this lever. Oh, this is just a bathroom. Okay. That's pretty neat. Can I flush the toilet? You always need to be able to flush the toilet. I guess we can't. I like these mirrors you made, though. They're pretty snazzy. More bathrooms. Is there anything in the academy? There must be something in here, right? Oh, we're not even in the main building yet. Hello, Mr. Iron Golem. What's in this place? Can I push... Actually, can I push the button right here? Oh, it does nothing but that. Okay. What's this say? Robots. These little fellows are the Education Edition. Okay. Is the academy about the different Minecraft versions? Oh, so there's like... This is like an interactive museum. There's all sorts of interesting things to check out here. This is how Minecraft's had an impact on the world. Okay. That's super cool. I know block by block. That's how they were trying to like help the world in a way. They help with the block by block to build real world public spaces. Okay. So this is Minecraft's impact on the community. That's what the academy is all about. And it's to use Minecraft to teach, to inspire, to improve. I like that they made this section. That's really cool. And if you're really into like how Minecraft's helped the world, because it definitely has, it cannot be understated the impact Minecraft has had on our time and our world. This is really cool. Art and design. Oh man, there's so much history. Is this how Minecraft has taught things? This is how Minecraft is good for teaching different things. Okay. Well, I suppose I'll go into a brief little story about my history with Minecraft on YouTube. Because I started doing Minecraft videos as the basis of my old channel. And this was originally inspired by the Minecraft YouTubers I watched, of course. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to do Minecraft YouTube. It seemed like so much fun. I wanted to be able to record custom maps and mod packs and be able to play with friends and meet new people. Most importantly, do collaborations on Minecraft. Minecraft always seemed like the perfect game to play with others who you've never met before online. And I thought that would be a lot of fun. One of my big dreams as a kid was to be big enough on YouTube that I could play with the people who inspired me to start doing YouTube, the YouTubers I watched back in the day, the Minecraft YouTubers. I wanted to grow big enough to be able to play with them and collab with them, so that I wouldn't be ignored because I'm a small channel and I'm just some kid. To be fair, that was kind of a childish dream in a way, but I've still never thrown that dream away. I'm not really certain if I want to play with the same people as before, but I still want to be able to play games with people I meet online, do collaborations. I still want to do that type of thing, and I was never able to do that in Minecraft, so perhaps I'll be able to do that one day with Hytale, or perhaps it'll never happen. Maybe I should just focus on my education, to be honest. But I don't really want to throw away that dream of being able to play with all sorts of people, play games online, play Minecraft, play Hytale, just collab and just have tons of fun making videos that people enjoy, and that might lighten up the day of anyone who watches it. And hopefully in the future, long into the future, I can go back and look at my old channels, look at my old videos, and it'll lighten up my day as an adult, just to look back and see how I was in the past and relive those memories of the wonderful childhood I had. And with that, I suppose I'm about done here. I've already explored this whole map now, we've taken a look at all the 4 sections, and this video's gone on quite long, so I'm just going to end it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little ranty nostalgia trip through Minecraft and my history with it. Hopefully you guys have some of your own stories to tell about the game. If you do, you can post in the comments, or you can just post whatever game most affected you as a kid. Or if you're still a kid, which games you're loving right now, which game you're enjoying playing the most. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you all on the next adventure. See ya!